Hey guys, this video covers a recent game I had as Rampart where all of my damage and my kills were had based on opponent's mistakes, not really based on any advantages I had in hardware or in terms of mechanics of shooting. So the first thing I noticed is they set up shield there just in case they're still fighting and one of them runs out. But at this point I know the other team is finished. So right away I point my gun towards where I think they were, and they know we're outside as well. This guy that's standing right in front of us here, you'll see he doesn't really move. He notices us and then he kind of just looks around. This is the type of stuff that's going to get you killed. He knows that I have a cover right in front, and yet for whatever reason he's choosing not to run around or hide. He just kind of exposes himself right here and can't attack me at all due to the cover. So this is a really easy down. They didn't really have a chance to reposition out. He should have really waited around, had his teammates revive and heal or retreat. Now I hear the revive. Bloodhound. I lost that exchange because he faked the revive and he actually lulled me inside, shot me down to the point where I had not as much health. I'm only down to just my health, no more shields, whereas I think I only shot him for like 50 damage on his shields. At this point, my teammate runs in, so I know I have a working shield, so I kind of just lay back a little bit. I finish his teammate because I want a shield swap. Didn't really get it fully in time. Now I'm wondering, why is he not dropping back down, so I have more time to loot. He rolls me again, and he runs back up. Now I'm healing, I notice he drops down, he kind of keeps playing this cat and mouse game with me, but at this point we have 3 of my, teammates against just 1 of them. So now I can actually play I only did 12 damage at that point, but I was able to get the kill. So in this next clip, you're going to see me kind of make my way towards Harvester, because that's where the ring is kind of closing. It's probably closest path. My teammates that I have, they're a little bit behind me, not too much, and now I hear and I see a sniper bullet whiz past my head. I'm trying to retreat, and now this Rampart, you'll see, now this Rampart ducked back under cover, but she was right here. She had a few clear shots on me, and she shot extremely slow. All she did was basically signal to me, here I am. I'm not actually going to do any damage to you because you have full shields and you have full health, but here I am. Now where is this Rampart likely to go? Well, I know the shots came from that way, and so she was right here. She's most likely grouping up with her teammates. So my best play now is just to wait for my teammates. They're only a few steps behind me. I'm going to climb this barrier and see if I can get a few shots in before I duck back and heal. Look what happens. I expect her to pop. She doesn't pop back up. Now at this point, I don't know why she's standing here shooting at my teammates. She clearly saw that I was a Rampart and I was standing by these boxes, and she chooses to wrap around this way and completely ignore me. So this is, again, a really clear mistake. I didn't get punished for it because I moved the rock onto her next skull area. Now, mistake number 2 is this lifeline saw that I downed her teammate. There's no way she didn't see that because she's picking her up almost immediately after I knock her. So she know I was behind these boxes. What's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to get high ground on the boxes and I'm going to shoot down at her. It's slightly awkward to shoot down at her, but it's not as awkward as for her to shoot up at me. And I can retreat back whenever I need to. So at this point, I'm just shooting. I can even hip fire at the end because I have a devotion. And I'm just going to knock down this Rampart back again. I know the third teammate now is a caustic because of this ultimate, so I'm just chucking my grenade there because I know he have to protect himself some way. And look what the caustic does. Caustic runs right into me after I just did 97 damage. So caustic didn't even have armor and chose to ran right at me. Here is the lifeline again. I actually didn't see this lifeline at first. I was just going to use Sheila to down the caustic, but there you go. Before she could get a heal off, I'm able to squad wipe the entire team, and all of that was predicated on them making mistakes, whereas I didn't really outplay them at all. Here's another clip. We make it to Harvester. The team starts shooting at us, so clearly they were already inside. Now this is useful. As I heal and climb back up, I hear someone to my left, so I don't know if they're inside or above this structure. I get the scan, so now I know they're inside. So here's the thing. this person either shot at me previously or knows that their teammate shot at me. So they know that I'm kind of very close to this roof, and yet when they got scanned, they're still running this way. They should realize that if they get scanned, I can pre-aim because I have wall hacks essentially when they get scanned. So I'm just going to pre-aim and catch them by surprise and hip fire, and at that point it doesn't matter. I have too much damage inflicted. Now think about this opponent. He rushes out just because his teammate's down. Probably a bad idea. You don't have any cover outside here, and I know that he's already under pressure from my teammate, the Bloodhound. So all I need to do is just aim at this door. I don't even care about him right now because I know his only logical next step is to go back inside and heal and find cover. So I'm just aiming at the door. And what a surprise. I get 100 damage, which is enough to knock him. At this point, I saw the scan again, which is really good scan. I know that other teammates got inside, so I took these kills real quick. And I just heard the ring from my Caustic teammate finishing their last teammate. So another good fight, and really, I didn't have to do much heavy lifting at all because of the mistakes the other team exposed. So next part, after we loot Harvester, I noticed that there's a revive ship. So best case scenario, it's 3 healthy teammates on our team versus 2 with 1 needing to loot. Now potentially if their third teammate left, it's just a 3v2 with a weakened 1. So we make our way over there. We notice obviously there's some drop ships. I'm checking my back just to make sure that we're all pushing, because at this point the Caustic is still at Harvester. He was a little bit lagging behind, but now I see he's with us.
Right in front of me.
I hear footsteps. Okay. So that's the guy that fell from the dropship. Did 100 damage with my G7. This guy didn't loot anything. He opened some bins, didn't bother to pick up the white shield that was there. So now he's having to pay for that. Well, we don't know where his teammates are. But that's mistake number 1. Now I know it's going to be at least a 3v2. Now you notice we hear a G7 on double tap. So I know he's in that direction, he's got a G7. I don't hear any other gun, so I'm thinking it's a 3v1. Could be either rush in, or I can set up and snipe down at him. I lose that exchange a little bit, so I'm going to heal. I know I have the advantage of healing with him not pushing because it's just one guy. Expose myself a little bit. I know it's a Pathfinder because there's a zipline ultimate here. Again, he's able to hit me, but my teammates are not pushing. I know the Bloodhound pinged something else, but I'm thinking, okay, if there's someone behind us, there's 3 of us, let's just push him. At this point, the Bloodhound's fighting, so I have to make a decision. Do I want to go back? But I'm kind of caught in this rock, so I just say, you know what, I'm attacking. So at least I pinged it. Now, rewatch this mistake right here. The Pathfinder, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he just leaves cover, right? As I'm going to pop, I think 1 shield cell. A gold, that's double healing. And now this Pathfinder just leaves his cover and runs. He doesn't, use his grapple technique. He just runs in the open, knowing that I'm at this rock. So this gives me a good 3 seconds to just shoot him, and I only did 100 damage. So really, he didn't even fully heal. This was really a pretty bad mistake. I can capitalize. It turns out that my teammates also were able to kill the third guy that was behind them, and so easy spell wipe again. So last part of this fight, we know there's just 1 team left. They probably heard us fighting, and they made a big mistake of trying to shoot the Caustic gas tank, but they missed, therefore the smoke. I see right away, okay, there's a Bangalore because of the scan, there's a Bloodhound because of the scan, so there's a Bangalore and Bloodhound. And I get a few shots on the Bloodhound. 183 on the Bloodhound, so at this point I have no choice but to push. I mean, with that much damage and a scan, I gotta push. So I shoot, I get eliminating the Bloodhound. The Bangalore stuff is somewhere, so I'm able to knock her down as well. So now it's 3v1, and all of us are relatively in good health. So I know the Caustic's fighting. I'm just running in that direction. Check this out. This Hawkins runs straight with his head into my crosshair, and we're